What's going on? I'm Dan. I'm here in Costa de Caparica, which is in just outside of Lisbon, Portugal, and I feel amazing. And you might say, well, of course you feel amazing. Look where you are. You might say, oh, he's drinking a Super Bock and it's 10 in the morning. That's why he feels amazing. And that's true too, although I'll feel like shit in about an hour. But the reason I actually feel amazing is because I have zero jet lag. And the reason I have zero jet lag is because I learned this little travel hack about a year and a half ago, and it's completely changed the way I travel. The first thing to consider is that the time zone doesn't even matter. When I used to get on a plane, I used to look at the time of where I was traveling and say, oh, it's already past midnight where I'm traveling. I better try to sleep on this flight. So I'll have a couple of whiskeys, I'll have a melatonin, I'll do anything I could, eye patches and earplugs, just try to sleep because I need to get into that rhythm. It has nothing to do with the time zone. The reason you feel jet lag, believe it or not, is actually because of dehydration, which is caused by being on the airplane itself. You see, because the airplane is pressurized, the pressurization causes you to become dehydrated. And what do we do on airplanes? We order coffees. It's a diuretic, it makes you more dehydrated. We have Diet Cokes, we have beers and whiskeys, I know I did. And the food we eat is loaded with sodium in an atmosphere that already dehydrates you. So we get off the plane and our body has experienced not only hour upon hour upon hour of dehydration, we're also being jerked around and our body's trying to get its stability. It's a lot to put your body through that you don't even realize when you're just sitting in a chair thinking that it shouldn't do much to your body. So for the next day or couple days, your body goes into recovery mode, and that's what gives you jet lag. It's not the fact that it's midnight here and 12 in the afternoon back home. So what you need to do is you need to stay hydrated. Now that sounds so simple, but you have to be mindful of the fact that the pressurization is dehydrating you in a rhythm constantly. So you need to reverse that rhythm by staying hydrated constantly. Now it's not chugging lots of water a couple times. The trick is this: before you get on an airplane, get yourself 8 ounces of water, let's say an hour before. Then you board your flight, you're sitting on, it's 2 o'clock. Remember, you're on the hour. So at the top of the hour for you, 8 ounces of water. 3 o'clock rolls around, you're well on your way to your destination, 8 ounces of water. 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, until the end of your flight and then after. Now, you might fall asleep, especially if it's a long haul flight, totally fine. When you wake up, have a glass of water, have a little extra if you slept for a long period of time. Just get back to your rhythm after a little bit of a catch up and continue that rhythm. Because as your body's getting dehydrated, you're rehydrating on the hour, every hour. Say goodbye to alcohol. It's not worth it. Avoid caffeine, avoid coffee, avoid Diet Coke. It makes you more dehydrated. And if you can, this is a hard one, avoid the food on the airplane. It's loaded with sodium. And what you're gonna find is you're gonna land in your destination and you rewarded your body by staying hydrated. And your body just won't be as fatigued. A couple other things you can do when you land that are really, really helpful is go for a walk in the sun if it's sunny out.
Water.
Go for a swim. And one thing that you can always do, if you can get your blood pumping, go for a run, do some push-ups in your hotel or Airbnb, do some dips on the bed. There's no excuse if you don't need a gym to work out. That's gonna make a big difference. But the key here is staying hydrated. Now, I've tried this, I've done this many times over the past year and a half. It works like an absolute charm. Do this, it's gonna make the world of the difference. And thank you, leave your comments below and let me know if it worked for you. It will, trust me, and cheers.